So I'm so excited about this topic because I have felt this many times in my life and I want to get you unstuck. So, what to do when you feel stuck and can't move forward? So, this happens in a lot of moments of our lives, and I want to share a couple of things before we go into the subject on how to get you unstuck. And is that typically in my experience, when you start feeling stuck, is because one, you're overwhelmed with like many things happening simultaneously, whether it's all the blessings you wanted just came, or suddenly the path doesn't feel right. And those things happen to anyone, whether you're writers or not a writer, and you're like trying to figure yourself out. But feeling stuck is a very common part of the journey. And how to get you unstuck sometimes can feel hard, but I think we lack embracing the fact that the universe is telling us something about this particular moment and what we're doing and how things are going. So we're going to go into how do you move forward when you're feeling stuck. So the first thing is to recognize the feelings of feeling stuck and living in them a little bit. Is it negative self-talk? Are you telling yourself, you can do it, you can do it? Is it procrastination or is it loss of motivations? And are other people around you making you feel loss of motivation? Or is it that you just don't know how to keep going forward? You know what to do, or maybe you don't. So if it's an internal feeling of, hey, I feel like I don't know what the next step is, search for outside help and not dream killers. Or energy vampires that are going to tell you can't do it or it's not possible. Because people only give you advice based on where they are in their lives and what they have been able to achieve. So use your positive circle to be able to drive those conclusions better. And if it's that you're feeling stuck and you know exactly what to do, but you don't know where to go, then that is some things that you need to figure out. What is the internal self-talk happening and what are some of the things? It's a fear of failure that you haven't find those feelings. Is it a lack of clarity? Or is it external circumstances? Sometimes you're doing bad financially. Things are not going the way you wanted. And you're like, well, yeah, I want to achieve all these things, but I can't, Acknowledge where you are in your journey. And maybe the next step is no longer the next step. So that's another piece that I really want to emphasize with you today is that sometimes when we're stuck is because what the next step was no longer looks like that. No longer looks like that next step. So how do you remove that next step and create a new path for you? And you might end up landing back where you were, but what guides you here won't get you there. And I tell you this, I have a very good friend that is an amazing writer, and she became published and highly known and wrote a best-selling book. And that was not the first novel that she wrote. It was not her first novel. The first novel that she wrote, she never published, she never tried to publish, and she just couldn't get out of it. So she started writing short stories, and those short stories became an entire book full of short stories about women, and it became a best-selling book. So sometimes you're trying to go towards the route. Sometimes you're trying to go towards the thing, but that is not the way the universe needs you to go. That is not the way that is going to get you faster to your goal, but you're stuck on the way. I always tell my clients, focus on the what, not the how you're going to get there. Sometimes the how is going to look very different than you thought it was going to look. The other piece that I will tell you about, once you let go of the how, create actionable tasks that could help you to the what that are different than the ones you thought. Don't just marry one. Identify the milestones and then define the goal. What is the goal? And work backwards from there. Because that's what's going to get you to where you want to get. Then I want to tell you more about making sure that you're seeking support, that you're finding a mentor, and then you share your goals with your positive circle. Because those are going to help you get there way faster. And those are very important for you to be able to accomplish your goals. Last but not least, celebrate the wins. Maintain momentum. Acknowledge where you are in the process. The process is as important as the goal, and reward yourself. And above all, stay focused. But guess what? I don't want you to stay focused to the point that you forget that sometimes you got to eat, sometimes you got to do other things. It's crucially important for you to take care of yourself, because you are not going to accomplish any of your goals if you are not taking care of yourself. I hope that helps you. I hope that brings some clarity to you. Thank you for your time today. If you want more content like this, please comment below. and excited to talk to you all on the next topic. Thank you.